I'm going to put now one sort of floating in the air, so it's a bit abstract now, a smaller one. I'm just going to do a small little box here in the air to show the idea of this eye level, okay? So there we have it, verticals and horizontals. Now this box, you can see the top because it's below that horizon line. Now, I'm following the rules, always trust them. Sometimes people are like, oh, but that's, it's a box that's straight, a cube. Why is the diagonal so severe? Okay. Well, if you go and look at like the buildings around you, you can find, if you're looking down a train track or in a corridor at school or a building, you will see this working, okay? And you'll notice that it actually fits with what's the reality outside of us here. Okay, so you can see quickly, I've just developed a box floating above there, and now because I cannot see the top, but because it's floating, I can see the bottom. All right. I'm going to do one above and below, and I'm just going to rub this bit out. It's going to get in my way a bit. Now this is where it's, I haven't mentioned this one yet. So above and below. Okay. So here we have a long rectangular box. It's more like a skyscraper now, if we're thinking of it as buildings. Okay. And I'm using the rule, putting that there, making sure it's 100% on that little vanishing point dot. Okay, there. And then finally just do that last vertical, okay, and then we have it. Now this one looks a little different because we have 1, 2, 3 sides, 1, 2, 3 sides. Now because it's both above and below the horizon line, you can only see the 2 sides, okay. Let's do another one over here, just to quickly prove that point. Won't be so long, it'll be similar to the others, so, and it looks a bit strange, but once you put it all together, with a whole sort of city or whatever you want, then it will just look normal to people. Individually, they might look a bit strange when you're just drawing them, because our brains tell us, no, it's a cube, it can't be like that. But if you follow the rule, the basic rule, then we'll be sorted, okay? So this looks maybe a little weird because it's not 100% horizontal. See how on the edge of the page it's a little bit off? Even that can sort of ruin the illusion, especially when it's close to that horizon line. So close to the horizon line, the more horizontal the line gets, it's almost horizontal, like that. It's only a small tilt. Whereas the further away it is, you can see that tilt of this ruler is much more severe. Okay. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first step for you guys. Okay. Learn this. The next step is to create a cavity. Okay, so I'm just putting, imagine like a, let's call it a garage door here. Okay, so there's a garage door on that, but the door is actually rolled up, for instance. Imagine the rolls on the inside. So I'm going to do a horizontal line to show the frame of that building, of that doorway, and then I'm going to go vertically. Okay. So now you can see that if I rub this line away, we have a cavity, just like in the teeth, we have a hole. Okay. So let's do that. Cavity. All right. Now, another thing that we need to be able to do is an extrusion. There's 2 things, cavities and extrusion. They're both slightly different. Now this time I'm going to draw my box a little bit to the left of this main box, okay? So you can see that that's a little bit closer and there's a little bit more space there. There's a reason for that. You'll see that why in a minute. Okay. If I was doing the extrusion and it was on a box on this side, I'll do the opposite, okay? So the gap would be always on the outer one there. So now, instead of going in, I could make a cavity just like I did by using this corner here and going in. Maybe I'll do that just to show you. So I could all go all the way through now. Okay. There's a cavity that goes all the way in, and potentially you could argue that it goes all the way through that box. But we don't want to do that. We want to do an extrusion, which is different. An extrusion comes out. So cavity goes in, extrusion comes out. So I take each corner, not this corner, but these ones closest to the vanishing point. 1, 2, 3. I'm sort of guessing the length there. If they're a bit wrong like before, it's not a problem. And then I just go straight and should check this horizontal. So it does look better. Okay. Now we have an extrusion. So this is, say, a bay window coming out, for instance, or like you can do extrusion from the ground as well. Basically, this box isn't extruding up from the ground in a sense. So in a room, you might have a doorway. You might have a table in that room, and they might be coming up from the floor. You might have lots of different things. And these two, extrusion, let's just write that before I forget, are key to understanding how to explore perspective drawing. Okay, so there's a brief introduction in perspective. You'll need to complete this.